So it's a scary time. But the wonderful thing is Jesus is with us when it's scary. Jesus doesn't go away and plug his ears. No, Jesus is right there with you when it's very scary. So, would you just close your eyes for a moment? And Pastor Paul is going to pray.
Okay, just before I do, I just want to review, Tim, the mom and dad's names, and then as many of the children as you can remember their names.
I can remember them. The mom and dad's name are Andre and Arenda, and they live very near the main airport, which makes them in a very vulnerable place. And here's their children's names. Maria. Maria was a very little girl who used to hold my pinky, and we would walk around their neighborhood. Maria is right now on a mission trip in Africa and can't get home. And it's tough for the parents. Next is Peter. And Peter has Down syndrome. And this is very scary and hard for him. He needs a lot of structure, and right now the structure is pretty broken. The next is Daniel. Daniel is a very thoughtful boy. Very thoughtful, very, very quiet. And then there's Elizabeth. Elizabeth, last time I was there, held my pinky. And now Elizabeth is about 10 years old. So this family is huddled together, and mom and dad right now are trying to help them feel quiet. And so I just spoke to them on the phone a couple minutes ago, and they said, this isn't going to be a good time, sorry. Maybe you could call a little bit later. So at the end of the service, we'll try again and see if we catch them at a time that the kids have kind of quieted down, and we'll be able to speak with Andre or Brenda.
So yesterday 20 men were at the men's breakfast, 20, 21, 22, and we called Arenda, Tim called Arenda, and through the speakerphone, spoke with her. And for me, what it did was take this news that is almost a further irritant to me. I don't know if that resonates with any of you. It's like, oh, I wish I didn't have to deal with this too. I mean, it sounds very selfish, self-centered, of course it is. But what listening to Arenda tell her story yesterday did for me was it caught my heart and has engaged me in a way that I wasn't engaged before. She said that in their neighborhood, 10 houses were destroyed. And so one of the men said as he went home, he kind of looked around and counted 10 houses and just shook his head. If that happened in his neighborhood. So this is who we're called to pray for, and just to say that Andre and Arenda and their family provide bread and soup through their church and Andre's company to the people of their area, to the people of Keith. And so that's part of their ministry as well as sheltering people in the church basement. They don't have a basement in their home, we learned, and so they are a bit precarious in their situation as well. So let's pray. God, I thank you for our children. Thank you for this highest glory and the two men who stood with him. Just as they were leaving him, Peter said to Jesus, Master, it is good for us to be here. Let us make 3 dwellings, one for you, one for Moses, one for Elijah. Not knowing what he said. While he was saying this, a cloud came and overshadowed them. They were terrified as they entered the cloud. And from the cloud came a voice that said, This is my son, my chosen. Listen to him. When the voice had spoken, Jesus was found alone, and they kept silent. and in those days told no one any of the things they had seen. The Gospel of Christ.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So guys, I'm just from church right now, and thank you so much for following me through the service and being with me. And now you know how it goes here, the church here in Canada. And so I've just left. I'm done already with my coffee. We normally get some coffee after church, and I just want to tell you thank you so much for following me to the service, through the sermons, and I'm grateful. I must say I'm grateful. So thank you so much for following me. Kindly subscribe to my channel. This is your girl Vivian V. Subscribe to my channels, give it a thumbs up, and like my video, and also share. Let me know, comment down below, let me know what else you want me to be featuring. Let me know. Thank you so much. So right now I'm gonna take a walk, and then I'll be back. Thank you. Bye.